NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Smoothie King Center in downtown New Orleans, tonight it's the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Boston Celtics. The Celtics begin the game with the basketball. Has a look. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. To Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
To Bledsoe. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Celtics have it. Screen coming. Walker knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Bledsoe with it up top. They're down 3. It's rebounded by the Celtics. To Kemba Walker. Trying to cash in. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Ball's controlled by Boston. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots. A career 65% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. To Adams. And a pass stolen by Boston. Walker. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
To Reddick. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Celtics have it. Walker to Jaylen Brown. And the reward, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one goes down.
It's like practice.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Reddick. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Reddick with a shot, no good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Tatum. His first effort off the mark. Bledsoe at the basketball. His team down 9. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Eric Bledsoe. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% at the line. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Boston with the basketball. To Walker. Goes to the left side. Has a chance. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Here comes the screen. To Bledsoe. Fires the 3. Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. Walker into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Driving right to the basket. Steven Adams pins it. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. From the painted area, won't go down. To Reddick. Screen coming. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Scores from the post.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
I got him.
Bledsoe. No good.
Green, get over.
Walker. Off the assist.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Bledsoe with it up top. Down a dozen. Pass taken away by the Celtics. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Jason Tatum at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Tatum's good on the free throw. It's a three-point play as Boston adds to the lead. Bledsoe with the basketball. Down by 15. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Teague with it up top. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Teague against Adams. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Jeff Teague trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Off the mark on his free throw. Ball into the front court. Trailing by 15. To Josh Hart. Lets it fly from long range. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
To Teague. Finish that. Ball with the basketball. Down 12. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that...
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
First one, count it.
For the Celtics, number 36, Marcus.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Ball with it up top. His guys trail by 13. Shot from the lane won't go. To Teague. New Orleans going to take it up to Ball. Rises for the slam. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
To Teague. Down low Thompson. And he hits.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Lonzo Ball picked up by Teague. Nice finish at the rim.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you, but it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Lonzo with it, trailing by 11. Here comes the screen. To Adams. Steven Adams with the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Teague. Fine to shoot. Trying to cash in and scores. Nice move, Jay.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. Takes stock of the floor. To Ball. Deep two there, won't go.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
And they'll get it down to Thompson. Off the mark. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Ball into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. To Teague. To Marcus Smart. Has a look. Shot misses there by Smart.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Ball to Josh Hart. Knocked loose. Celtics have it.
Defense, let's go.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Ball with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Timeout Boston as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. New blood coming in for both sides.
For the New Orleans Pelicans, number 14, Brandon Ingram.
T.
Subbing in for Boston, number 37.
Billy Hernan-Gomez. Tips it. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. Shot by T, won't go down. Ball with it up top. Down 11. Nice pass to get things going.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The assist.
Teague with the basketball. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Jeff Teague. 2 of 4 now.
Get it, shoot it again. Play some deep. Yeah.
Deep three at the buzzer. Lonzo Ball at the line.
First foul in the final 2 minutes.
First try at the line, no good. Second of 3 is good. That's it for the first quarter. The Celtics have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Lonzo with it. 9-point margin. To Redick. To Ball.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. T to Jaylen Brown. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. To Ball. Cruises inside for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Celtics have it. T to Marcus Smart. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Ball. Had a chance, but it's no good.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
And the denial.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Ball. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. A shot no good there by Thornwell. Teague with it up top. It's a 9-point lead. Jeff Teague. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
And he's going to the free throw line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Lonzo Ball, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 66% in this contest. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
Teague with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Lonzo Ball swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Teague with it up top. His team up by 7. To Marcus Smart. Curling inside. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
To ball. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Over to the right side. From long range, unbothered. Josh Hart hits the 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Marcus Smart. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
For 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Marcus Smart. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Nice pass to set things up.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
To Redick. Missed a wide open look. Ball's controlled by Boston. T. Probing the defense. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Teague with the basketball. Up 6. Jeff Teague, 4 out of 7.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
The Pelicans will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the 2nd quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Trying to cash in. Oh, Lonzo Ball. 3 for 6 now.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Walker. And the slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Tatum. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Redick. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Celtics have it. Walker. Probing the defense to Kemba Walker. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Marcus Smart. Walker. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Here comes the screen. Redick to Ball. Has a look. Shot by Lonzo there, no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Baseline drive. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Celtics come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And he buries it.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Ball into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. And breaks it up. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Redick with it. He'll run the offense. To Ball. And the Pelicans able to clear the rebound. To Redick. Ball. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up. Marcus Smart at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First free throw is good.
Number 55, Jeff T.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Ball. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Teague with it up top. Up a dozen. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
And good work defensively as the pass is taken away. New Orleans will take it up. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Jeff T. With that, he's 5 for 9.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To T. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Ball. To Teague. And counted at the rim.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
Ball brings the rock up court. Here comes the screen. Sizing up the defense. It's rebounded by Teague. To Marcus Smart. Teague. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here comes the screen. To Ball. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Celtics have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics. The Pelicans are in need of some changes at the half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New Orleans Pelicans.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Kemba Walker did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Lonzo controls the offense. Can't connect from in close. Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guys hold a commanding lead. And look out. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
To Adams. Steven Adams with the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Walker to Marcus Smart. Boston with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Smart shot, no good. Hart. To Adams. The drive, right to the basket, knocked loose. Out of bounds, last touch by the Celtics, so the Pelicans hold on to the possession. Jason Tatum sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Oh, yeah, me and you, me and you.
Boston with the basketball. To Walker. Short jumper stays out.
And if I'm on the defensive end, this is where I apply more pressure. I want to make sure this guy does not get going in the second half.
Now Adams down low. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Celtics have it. Walker, great look and vision. Marcus Smart, good touch.
Shoot, shoot. Let me see that dance, boy. Let me see it.
Ball with the basketball. Down a bundle to Adams. Ball. Able to convert inside.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Screen coming to Ball. Driving right to the basket. Big man, Steven Adams. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Hart to Ball. Trying to cash in, add 2 points to the board.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Here comes the screen. Walker to T. Walker to T. Walker.
Defensive foul to number 2. Lonzo Ball. That's his first personal.
Kemba Walker is going to get 3 shots here. A career 83% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. That one won't go. One more to come.
Into the game.
Good shot.
Bledsoe with it up top. His guys down big. And he finishes at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Won't go. Bledsoe at the basketball. Trailing by 14. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
They'll recover. 4 to shoot. Oh, big finish at the rim. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Adams to Redick. Fires the three. It's Boston with the rebound. To Walker. Here's a chance from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Bledsoe with the basketball. 14-point deficit. To Adams. Throws it down. Jay, I'm surprised. He had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
To Kemba Walker. Shot from in close, no good. To Bledsoe. To the rim, lays it up and in. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Everything about our team. Turn to page 15 in today's game program for the latest trivia quiz and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Entering the game for the Celtics, number 36, Marcus Smart.
Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Bledsoe.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Walker. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Baseline drive. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Here comes the screen. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Pelicans basketball. Bledsoe. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Walker. Now pass. Stolen by the Pelicans. Bledsoe. And finishes strong. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
To Walker. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Bledsoe. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
And a chance coming up at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Kemba Walker has got 2 shots coming, shooting 66% in this contest. First one goes down.
The game for Boston, number 13, Tristan Thompson.
And he makes them both. Pelicans have the basketball. Ball. For 3. Brown's got the rebound. To Kemba Walker. To Jaylen Brown. Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away. Tristan Thompson with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Ball with it up top. The deficit now up to a dozen. Slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses. Lonzo with it. His guys trail by 10. From the painted area, won't go down. Walker with the basketball. He'll run the offense. And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
That's me. Got ball.
Scores from the post.
assist from number
Long heave from three-quarters court. That ends the third quarter with the Celtics in front. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Walker. Knocks it down off the step back.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Josh Hart. Curling inside. Jason Tatum able to recover with the block. Has a chance. Ingram's shot won't go. The follow won't go either. Walker into the front court. Up a dozen. Thompson. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Here comes the screen. Walker. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Josh Hart. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Celtics have it.
Sit him down, ice.
Here comes the screen. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Knocked loose. Ball. Oh, emphatic slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Here comes the screen. Offensive slams it home on the putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Whistle stops play. Timeout New Orleans as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Bledsoe. Over to the right side. Reddick to Bledsoe. Lets it fly from long range. Celtics able to clear the board. Teague with the basketball. They lead it by 14. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. To Teague. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Cleans it up. Offensive board. Tristan Thompson sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Teague. It's Pelicans ball. Reddick to Bledsoe. Deep two there, won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team.
Tristan Thompson with the slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. T to Jaylen Brown. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Bledsoe. To Adams. Able to convert inside.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Stepping in for the New Orleans
Walker to Marcus Smart. To Walker.
Watch the pick on your right.
To Marcus Smart. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
to Adams. Has a look. Adams' shot can't hit it. Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guy's up by 15. Brandon Ingram with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Redick with it. Looking to make something happen. J.J. Redick. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Marcus Smart. Oh, had him going there for a second. Steven Adams rejects it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Has a chance. He connects off the step back.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Into the front court, it's Walker. His team leads it by 10. Here comes the screen. Walker. To Marcus Smart. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Here comes the screen. Bledsoe. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Walker with the basketball. Lead stands at 10. Tatum. Drills the three.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
Our game programs have player bios, team stats, fan interviews, and more. And best of all, they're free. You can get your game program from a team representative at any one of our main entrances around the arena.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Celtics, number 55, Jet Teague. And
Kemba Walker against Adams. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by J.J. Redick. Walker to Teague. Trying to cash in. Teague, a shot, no good. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Here comes the screen. Bledsoe. Teague with it up top. The advantage is 13 points. Down the lane to lay it in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Screen coming. And hits off a killer step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Boston with the basketball. Walker. Surveys the floor. Walker. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans. To the outside. And a pass stolen by Boston.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Teague with the basketball. His team on top by 13. To Kemba Walker. The drive right to the basket. Flushes it home.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Teague with it up top. The lead is 15. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Bledsoe to Redick. They get it down to Ingram. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Teague with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics were solid in today's victory. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics. The Pelicans couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Boston Celtics were most impressive in the way they turned their effort into second chance points. If I was their coach, I'd be very proud of the team for the way they played with heart.
Player of the game.
Kemba Walker read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.